Hey everyone, welcome to Sneak Door TV. I'm Miles, over here.
I'm Rob.
This is...
And Ross.
Yeah, and we're going to talk about some really exciting stuff that's happening in Netrunner. Core 2 just got announced, and rotation is going to happen really soon. And we're going to talk about what it means for the game, what it means for the meta, what it means for you personally, and, you know, just have some thoughts. What are your thoughts on this,
I'm so goddamn excited for
You're
this.
so excited.
I was getting so disillusioned with the meta at the moment, I'm so excited to see Account Siphon, Parasite, and Yogg gone. My three main ones. I'm just so happy about everything that's happened here.
Big boys, I love it. What about you, Russ?
Having been a person that directly said I refuse to play until rotation happened, I'm personally very excited to jump back into the game. So much to what Rob was saying, you've kind of taken out all the stuff that made it non-interactive for players in the past. And sometimes, you know, like getting Account Siphoned 18 times in a game just wasn't fun. Sipho Parasite combos just being really, really broken and annoying and making you want to cry. I'm personally excited to see what a new base set of cards does, and having played other games where rotation created a golden era, I think that this is going to be a really good time to play Netrunner.
I agree.
And also, just another point, a really good time for new players to get into it because it's the smallest card pool that's ever been.
It's the smallest card pool it's ever been for like
A long time. For a long time, I should say.
Yeah.
Other than when it first came.
That's true, because we did hit peak Netrunner a very short time ago. Alright, cool. So let's have a bit of a chat about what this is going to look like for the meta.
Okay.
Right, for the competitive meta and even your local meta. So if there's like a single biggest card, I think that's going to impact the meta, it's got to be Siphon, right?
Oh yeah, definitely. At the
Right?
moment,
The single biggest thing that misses, because that's one that you see in every faction.
Every faction uses it, every faction abuses it.
Yes,
right?
exactly. It's Counter Surveillance Anarch is one of the big boys at the moment, and that's just gets really, God of War is still a thing, but it loses its main vector of attack.
Yeah, it definitely does. It's harder to get the econ denial on top of the R&D decks with God of War and Siphon. So that's going to be
No more Leela bounce Account Siphon.
Oh god, best opener. That's a big one because Lila's probably going to get good. We'll talk about that. About that. All right. So on the runner side, what do you reckon is going to stand out here?
As being good, or it's like as a bigger loss?
As being good. Which one would you like to start with? What do you reckon we're going to lose? What's the biggest pain that you'll feel?
Ice Destruction is going to be very different now. I think as a corpse, that's going to be huge for the game plans. Just having ice being a little bit more permanent. Because now all the Ice Destruction is event runner based, right?
Yeah.
It's the Cutlery and Immolation script, I think.
And en passant.
And en passant, right?
Yeah. And forged activation orders.
Technically, yes.
Technically, yeah. That's true. We can't have parasites anymore.
Yeah, I think that's probably the thing I'm most excited about.
Yeah. So Reg Anarch is going to take a huge hit here.
Yeah.
We agree, yeah? Because we lose what? We lose Medium, we lose Parasite, we lose Yogg.
Yeah.
Well, we don't lose Liberated Accounts anymore, which we thought we were going to lose.
Yeah.
But I mean, that's kind of pretty core to Reg Anarch as it's existed.
Medium and Parasite are the biggest ones to it.
Yeah, totally.
I just want to say, losing Medium is amazing.
Losing Medium is pretty good. It's a pretty good move for the game.
Like, as much as it was probably fine and balanced, right? It's just too big a win condition in and of itself.
Yeah.
Just install this card and now the corp has to do everything to keep you out of R&D.
So, yeah. And even though they took all those viruses out, they still got rid of Deja Vu as well.
Yes.
Which is probably another big thing too, which opens up a lot more design space when we talk about that later.
Yeah, there's some big design space TM that's happening now. I guess, actually, I was thinking about that. R&D multi-access now feels much more one-shot.
Yeah.
Doesn't it?
It does. RDI gone and Medium gone.
Yeah.
It's not constant or persistent pressure, it's very much you've got to set up your turns to do it.
Yeah, you have makers, you've got counter surveillance. What else even is there?
Turning wheel.
Yeah,
which
turning
takes
wheel,
a lot of setup as well.
There's also deep data mining.
Oh yeah, deep data mining. But yeah, that's true. But it's all stuff that happened like one time, as opposed to Medium and RDI, which just sit there and are just like, hey.
Which is fine. It can go either way, right?
I think that's good.
Because against Medium, what would you do is you build up R&D, then purge. So then it's like not cost effective for everyone to get in anymore.
Yeah.
You can't really do that against any of these ones.
That's true.
Because the runner can always build up to get in once, and these ones are only going to be effective once.
That's
so
true.
They're always going to pay off, which is
maybe it's a nice little emotional aspect to it as well. Like the Maker's Eye is very exciting.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, Maker's Eye.
It'll be exciting to actually play that card again.
Yeah, whereas you stare down a Medium, you're just like, I have sadness in my... I'm sad. I'm sad, man. But Maker's Eye, you're like, oh, shit, I get it.
A lot of the time, like the Medium, you just sitting there and you're like, I can't get out of this.
It's
I
like,
can't
yeah,
get out of this.
Yeah, you spend 6 turns purging consecutively just to always have 2
Yeah,
cards saved.
exactly. Speaking of Maker's Eye and deep data mining, what about our friends the Shapers?
The Shapers.
What's going to happen?
I think that they've lost the least,
Yes.
which is probably the biggest thing, is that they've lost the least in comparison to. So
Yeah.
what does Shaper do well now? Big rig?
Lock remotes.
Yep.
Yeah. Sit on a remote, just camp it like there's no tomorrow.
But
And then play indexings a bunch of times.
which indexing is staying.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and Jackson goes away.
Jackson's going. A lot of the ways to instant shuffle have gone, so
Yeah.
indexing is huge now actually, which is nice that it's staying in the middle. I think that's going to be one of the cards we see splashed a lot now.
Indexing?
Indexing into
Yeah.
Anak and Krim. In Krim it's been amazing, especially with Leela.
Oh,
Getting that
yeah,
1-2
true.
punch with Leela is nuts. And like, it's just like one of the best multi-access on R&D cards now.
Even as a defensive tool, like I don't know whether I'm probably playing it right, I'm probably not, but as a defensive tool, just to be able to see, you know, information is power, being able to see those cards and put them in an order that favours you
Definitely.
to an extent is actually a pretty good tool
Yeah,
as well.
exactly.
So
You can put the ice you can't deal with to the bottom, just give yourself a few turns.
yeah,
Yeah, it's definitely it's going to be huge. It's going to be everywhere,
Yeah.
that card.
So the Lock Haley decks look to be in a very good place because those decks weren't playing that many cards that rotate out, were they? Like maybe RDI? But a lot of Shapers have already pivoted off RDI
Yeah.
and just indexing spamming.
Yeah, exactly.
it was just too slow to deal with the meta as it was.
Yeah, totally. So these Lock Haley builds, which if you don't know is like Faust and Laguna Velasco District, Laguna Velasco District.
Are you sure that's right?
Yes. Daredevil.
Yeah.
Did I say Faust already?
Yep.
Yeah.
Faust.
Another one more fast.
Pawn shop cage, stuff like that.
Yeah,
So just
yeah.
hardcore remote camping and indexing spamming, and I think that's going to be really powerful.
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely.
Clot's
of course.
really good. How do we forget about Clot Lock?
I don't know.
Me neither.
I just assumed everybody knew.
Yeah, sacrificial constructs.
That con, yep.
Purge me.
That con, clone chips are still around. Clone chip SMC is still around.
Yeah.
And so clot lock and remote lock, Shaper's going to be huge.
Really huge. Yeah, exactly. Just control shaper, just like.
Yeah.
Like how? Yeah. I don't know what the corp does to get around that.
Yeah, me neither. Honestly, I guess. Should we talk about Corp now? Is that a good segue, or should we talk about Crim first?
I should just go through all the runners first.
All right, let's talk about Adam.
Adam, oh, my boy. Boy, he's
Your
one of
boy. Adam's as good as he's ever been.
He's the best.
And Sun.
Yeah, and Sunny.
Son, well, comparatively, like Frim and Anak have been knocked down a bit, which
Yeah.
makes Adam closer to where they are.
Yep.
And
Yeah,
it's gonna be sick. I'm so excited.
it's gonna be great.
So now we actually have potentially 5 viable factions.
Yes. Also, Apex is a big thing.
Yeah,
It exists.
Yeah, it's still null and void.
Yeah.
It's too weird. None of us know what to do with it.
Yeah. So Crim loses Siphon and it loses not that many other power
Desperado,
cards.
actually.
Desperado, God, of course, and Andromeda. We were talking about this a bit before this episode, and we were talking about how HQ pressure is really
Oh, yeah.
good now that Jackson's gone.
Yeah, definitely is.
And Crim, of course, has the best HQ pressure tools in the game. It's got legwork, it's got gang sign,
Gang signs
It's
got
keeping HQ interface.
yep, HQI,
HQI, and it's got the gauntlet.
it's got snake door,
Yep.
Fisk.
Laramie Fisk. What an era to be in.
Yeah, I mean, there's going to be a little bit of time when there's no, like, you know, maybe there's going to be some kind of Jackson-y replacement card, we don't know. You know, there's going to be a period of time where HQ Flood is a real thing, and maybe you can play Fisk and Fisk Investment Seminar and, like, have a good time.
If it's ever gonna happen, it's now.
Now's the time. Yeah, actually, if you want to win Worlds with Fisk,
Yeah.
this is the best chance you're going to get.
Please don't
Do
do
it
it.
now.
Don't do it.
Please do it.
I don't want that old art.
I really want
Just be the best.
Ginger. Alta, just full bleed Fisk Investment Seminar. Oh, man.
If you just
I would
wanna
still
take
buy it,
cards
but I
and
wouldn't be
never
happy
play
about
again.
it.
So Crim's HQ pressure is going to be there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't
That's
think that's
strong.
gonna be legit. It's gonna be
No.
a real thing.
Fast is he was sick at remote camping before,
Yep.
And
and
that plan has just gone.
the plan's gotten way better because Corps have less non-remote scoring options now.
Yeah.
And what is it? Spy camera?
Yeah.
With less ways to shuffle, it's just better.
Yeah, exactly. So Geist, I think, looks really good coming out of
Yes.
this.
His whole game plan is just improved. I think.
Hey, Geist was never, like in the last couple of metas, hasn't been horrible. It's been tier 2, so it might just have bumped it up to tier 1.
Well,
It's
his
always been assist spam that
Yeah.
come along and knocked it out.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
like those sort of deck styles have always had a hard time.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if acid spam's going to be going out of the meta, but without Jackson, it's going to be harder.
Yeah. The flavour now of the 3 is very much feels like Shaper is remote blocking,
Mm-hmm.
HQ pressure from
Correct.
Yeah.
Prim, and the mutual destruction feel from
Yeah.
Anarch, but it doesn't feel as strong as what it used to be.
Yeah, a lot of the power cards have been taken out, so it feels a lot more even.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
And-
pretty good.
Just a side note, no more wild side, so I don't think Faust will be as much of a thing.
yeah, no more outside. Yeah, well, certainly in faction.
No,
at least,
yeah,
Yeah.
no more wild cakes.
And now you can like get pancakes with beach party, just like a 10 card net size.
Love and life.
Okay, so the big reg Anarch thing that they lose as well in terms of IDs is Wiz, right?
Oh,
Wiz is
yes.
gone, and that's huge.
This is
I
something that
think-
cannot be ignored, right?
Yeah.
I don't think I've seen a meta since Wizard has come out that hasn't been played as one of the top 2 IDs.
Yeah, it's funny actually.
Yeah,
I was
sorry.
reading old posts on Board Game Geek, and there was a whole thread about like alternate uses for Wizard because he was so bad, and
Yeah.
people were using him as bookmarks and stuff like that.
Yeah, Wizard was like, this is what people don't get. Like, you see all these threads on Reddit and stuff, and they're like, oh, Wiz is too strong, and he should be 2 credits. Like, Wiz was a joke ID for like the longest time.
For a long time it was just a joke, and now
Yeah.
it's insane.
Just
And, like-
because of all the assets. Like, Wiz was never the problem. Wiz was the solution before there was a problem. He's still my boy.
You're very sad, we know about this. Good stuff Wizard is no longer a thing.
Rip.
So,
But I think anything that you get given free credits for, so like Kate, you know, basically was the
Yeah.
inverse free credit, but you got a free credit.
Yeah.
Wiz gave you free credits to spend.
yeah,
Was always going to be powerful, and then when they promoted asset spam,
yeah, exactly.
it got really, really powerful.
When it got to a meta where you could actually get 3 credits every turn, it just became obscene.
Yeah.
So the 2 big Anarch archetypes that are non-rig floating around right now, DLR was one, but obviously that's out of the table, but it's sort of pivoted into this counter-surveillance thing.
Yeah,
So that's your God of War. No more Siphon, pretty big,
Yep.
but still God of
I
War.
think Blackmail's gonna be a big thing.
Blackmail going away is huge, because that makes Valway worse, so I guess that's a good segue into the self-damage thing.
Well, it
'Cause the-
means, just to touch on it as well, that that you don't kind of cross the identities or the flavors of the factions, because that was really a remote camp
Yeah.
sort of flavor, whereas you take out Blackmail and Anarch isn't good at all of those flavors. It gets good at more at one, and the other ones keep their own
That's a
flavors
good
as
thing,
well.
yeah.
So I think that's good for the game dynamic, where you don't have one faction that does everything
Yeah.
really well. Is that you split those things up, so you always have a feel of a different game when you play.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
That makes sense.
That makes sense. And the Clan Vengeance thing is the other big archetype you're saying. I've been playing this. This is why they're
Yeah.
like,
I'm so happy that this is the thing now. I wanted to make it work before, but everything else was just way better.
It's good though.
yeah.
It's good though.
I think it's going to get to a problem where this is the next complaint about deck.
Yeah, it's pretty. It's
So-
pretty strong.
Yeah, it's going to be strong.
It's
It's, going to
pretty
be like,
strong.
it's very...
So for people that don't know what it is,
Yeah, if you don't know what it is, it's basically you have the resource Clan Vengeance, which is you take whenever you take damage, you put a counter on it, and you can trash it
Through trash cards and
to
HP.
trash as many cards from HQ as there are counters on it.
And there's also the armored...
Yeah, the new car is Salvaged Omni. Armory? I don't know how to say it, but
Yeah.
it's milling a ton of cards from R&D basically.
Yeah, exactly.
So the idea is you take a ton of meat damage and do like a combo where you smash all these. It's a sort of combo deck.
Yeah.
You remove a ton of R&D, you remove all the cards from your hand, you go into the bin
Yeah.
and you see what's
which
there.
up until that point, it's a lot more interactive than at least what cards that did mill, like those sort of mill effects before, did like DLR, which was super, even though I was known for being as degenerate as possible and playing those sort of solitaire decks, it's a good thing that it's going.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
not interactive and it doesn't make for a very friendly player experience.
But yeah, and I think this could be one of the big Anarch, or maybe the big Anarch deck in the near future.
And it fits the flavour, yeah, mutual destruction.
Yeah.
I'll take a bit of damage just to deal you a bit of damage, it's fine.
Yeah, it's just that. Yeah, and you build your deck around it. You go,
Yeah.
okay, I've had worse, and you have titanium ribs, which at one point I put a review of titanium ribs on my website, and it wasn't even a review; it was just a joke. And I really just thought of something clever and wanted to write about it.
You know,
Now it's in a deck that's a good deck, and it won a regional. So what do I know?
Hey man, this was like, I feel like they planted a seed. They knew that this card was going to be strong one day.
Yeah.
I know. I think what Damon does is he looks through all the binders for cards that never get played, and he's like, what do I need to make this card be played?
Have you ever checked in? Have you ever wire tripped? This is not like TV, only better. This is life.